night. Hello, Ryan.
Yeah, I was quite shocked when you walked in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a big week.
Yeah, excited, are you?
Very, very excited. I'm just gonna look like this for the next 12 months.
You're gonna be sweating.
Yeah. It's getting me around Christmas dinner. Just like this. Passes the peas. Fucking
Please,
hell.
Father, stop it.
Oh.
Excited then?
Very, very. Do you know what? I went through various. It's like the stages of grief people go through. I went through various stages of excitement. Where when I first saw the rumours, I just dismissed them as rumours as they normally are, because I've gone through this pain before. And then when it actually looked like, when they both announced, when I got back from the Fringe, and I was like, fucking hell. The Oasis page, the official Oasis page has put out a thing, and Liam's now put out a thing. And then when the wee countdown thing came up at the end of the Blossoms gig, and at the end of Liam at Reading, I was like, and then it was when Noel's page posted that, I was like, it's fucking happening, it's happening, it's happening. And then I've now got through the stage of panic. I'm now at a panic stage where if I don't get tickets, I'll kill myself.
I think that's going to be quite funny if you don't get tickets.
Yeah, I know. I'm fully prepared of the ripping I will take from all of you if I don't. See if one other one of you gets tickets as well and I don't.
Oh, right. So this is the thing, right? Because fucking Oasis, now, me and you've already clashed them. I fucking despise them.
Yeah.
Mostly only because my brother absolutely loved them. He's going to come back from Australia.
He's a good guy.
He's going to come back from Australia to probably
sit. What a man, yes!
He's sitting going, I might come back from Australia to do it, right? And I was like, right. But I couldn't be arsed with there's just a lot of whiny cunts online about it. I would never go buy a ticket to that now on a reunion. I just think it's not your place.
No, you can't. Nah,
you need to be a fan.
Don't
massive reunion. I don't mind if they were still going. You can go in.
Like, none of us were fucking queuing up to get Taylor Swift tickets because people that actually love them deserve to go.
Yes.
As opposed to someone who might go just for the experience. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Stephen Grant.
Was it Did Stephen Grant say that?
He just did a thing. It was quite funny. He did this whole big essay about. He just doesn't get. He just doesn't get the cultishness or the cultural phenomenon that are Oasis, and he didn't know whether it was because it's just because he hadn't seen it live, because he doesn't rate them that much as a band, and he thinks maybe it's the live thing. And then we're just like, don't get tickets. Don't.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Just don't get tickets.
I would agree with him.
Well, there's been loads of things, that have come out that have been massive cultural things that have been a scramble for tickets. Yeah, and I've never gone. I don't think I've ever. Joe Dolan, yeah, but like we've talked about it loads of times with the country music thing and the Garth Brooks and Dublin.
Yeah.
But I've never felt the need to go online and go, I tell you what, I won't be getting fucking Garth Brooks tickets because I think he's a fucking wank.
Actually, I did tweet quite a lot about Garth Brooks. I mean, I feel like Garth Brooks is fair game.
Yeah.
Purely because he wears a cowboy hat and stuff.
But, the reason I don't do it is because I knew at one point the day would come where I was desperate to grasp tickets for something.
Okay, no, I do get it. I didn't really do the fuck.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I don't think like when Oasis are back, the first thing in my head is like Oasis are fucking shite.
Nah,
I'll do that to you.
You'll do it to me, of course. I expect
online and shit.
Can I say this jacket also, because the house move has been in a Ziploc vacuum hoovered bag.
Oh, right, so.
And it stinks.
Does it?
It doesn't stink of anything shitey.
Oh, is it just like,
that plastic? Because it's been encased in vacuum sealed plastic. It's like when you first take a mattress out.
Did you do that? Did you vacuum? I've never done it.
You never done it? Oh man, honest to God. I do it when I go on holiday.
Do you?
See, when
vacuum pack the kids?
Says paying for one. Just one wee blowhole.
Open it up like a fucking alien.
But no, you got it like this. You would be astounded at the space you save. So you could take your.
I do the opposite. I blow it up. So it's just like one t-shirt and a massive balloon. Bring it on. I think I put it the wrong way in. So that's class. I must try it. Well, how much? Not how much are vacuum packs?
They're not that expensive, Ryan. It's not.
That's the thing that's going to turn me off.
There's not much of an outlay. Do you have a Hoover?
I do.
Yeah.
To be brutally honest, I only bought a Hoover like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
I've been a year without a Hoover.
Fucking hell.
I've been heavy brushing. There is one room with a carpet
You
in
can't
it.
sweep your own carpets.
Oh, I sweep the carpet hard. Do you know the worst thing is the cat? Right, so the cat's fucking hair on it. So I used to sweep up. I was for a while. You see, what happened was I bought a small, like a small fucking Amazon one because it was only one room. You know, one of them, just one long little pish. Like I broke within fucking 6 sweeps, and I was like, right, I'm getting I'm getting a Henry the Hoover, and that's it. So I went around Facebook Marketplace, but now for some reason it's become like a fucking fashion item.
Henry's a good Hoover.
It's a good Hoover's way.
Very
I
good
wanted
Hoover.
it, but everybody's like, I'll give you, it's only 14 years old, 70 quid, and I'm like,
That's a lot for a 14-year-old Henry the Hoover.
exactly. So it's become like a fashion item. So now I'm like, right, I'm just going to buy a fucking damn Hoover.
Do you remember our first ever episode where I said I had a list of stuff that shouldn't cost what it costs?
Was Henry the Hoover on it?
Hoovers in general are
that's
right up
right,
there.
you did.
Hoovers are right up there. There is no need for Hoovers to cost what they fucking cost.
Yeah.
I've seen, because we had to get a new one.
A suck job from a human costs less.
Aye. We wanted to get a cordless kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? And we ended up getting like this shark thing, which was reasonably
I can
priced.
see why you bought it.
Decent priced, but see some of them. They're like $3,000 for a fucking Hoover.
Yeah, fuck
off. Dyson's he's the prick, right? Do you know he's got a fucking hair dryer that's like $4,500 to dry your fucking hair, to do something that nature does anyway, to dry your fucking hair. $4,500. I don't know if it's $4,500. I might be elaborating here, but. Okay. I was going to say, I don't see the need for a hair dryer. Don't imagine you do either.
Do you know what? I still use them in hotels. Just to dry my head. It takes so quick.
I'll use one if I'm in a bind.
That's when you're in a hotel and you absolutely use everything to the max.
Of course,
I use a hair dryer.
Yeah,
sometimes.
trouser press.
Like
watch the telly.
Watch TV. Watch regular TV like a psychopath.
Yeah, no. Christ, fucking shite.
Great. Watching that dude he's always fucking fixing up bikes. I can't remember. He used to be a big junkie. I can't remember what this is, and I won't be able to describe what it is either. So let's just leave it at that. You can guess what show we're talking about, what I'm talking about, because Mark doesn't know and I don't know.
Absolutely not a clue what fucking show you're talking about.
Is
it one of those? I hate those shows. There's loads of them now. Like the Bake Off probably started it, but then
the Bake Off.
The Bake Off, aye. You know, the Great British Bake Off.
I know, I've watched the season of it.
Is there an Irish Bake Off?
I don't know. No, there's not an Irish Bake Off. Mind you, I was about to go, because we're not very good at the old culinary, and I'm like, so now you fucking British cunts.
I think the British food history and British culinary
it's just
skills.
Yeah.
And I just think, I think in terms of a food country and the history of it, I would say Britain probably better than Ireland.
It's the same. I mean, we just get other people's food and make other people. You just get other people's food and make it more unhealthy.
I can't think of many Irish dishes.
No, Cullen,
yeah, I can think of that. Your breakfast's good. I'll give you that.
It's only a minor difference.
It's the second best of the British.
What's the best?
The best is Scottish breakfast, the full Scottish breakfast.
Is that the one with the stupid square sausage?
Yeah.
Fuck that thing. I fucking hate that square sausage thing.
Do you know I bought Milo, right?
It's like getting a lasagna in a sphere. Fucking get it together.
So Milo McCabe, who you'll know as Troy Hawk.
Yeah, that's right. It's a character.
Yes. Don't be fooled. It's not his actual moustache.
Troy's the less gay one.
Yeah. So he was up last weekend visiting us all, and I spent pretty much a whole 24 hours with Milo. And in the morning and the Sunday, I bought him breakfast in the City Cafe in Edinburgh. So I was just getting a roll. I was just getting a roll and sausage and tatty scone, right? Standard breakfast, right? And I had a pint because we'd been out I'd been out pretty much most of the night.
Yeah.
Because we'd been at the Masayoki thing. And so I was like, right, I need a pint to get the hair of the dog here. And then Milo's fucking order comes up, right? And he wanted a full Scottish breakfast. But he said, a full Scottish breakfast, but can I not have the haggis and the black pudding?
Right.
And I'm like, well, now what you've done is you've basically ordered a vegetarian breakfast. You could have had that. Why the fuck did you have to go through the rigmarole of full Scottish when you take out two of the things that make it a Scottish breakfast?
Yeah.
And and then he went. So the guy behind the counter was already hating this fucking prick. So then he goes, and is there a chance I could get Lynx sausage instead of square sausage, right? And the guy was like, listen, no. He was like, he went, I think he threw the chef under the bus. He was like, he won't do it. Even if I put it through on the system here, he'll just not do it. And then he was like, do you want me to just, and he was like, yeah, just take the sausage. But then Milo did a weird thing where he was like, can I get a square sausage on a side plate? Can I get the square sausage on a side plate, right? So not even on the fucking plate. He wanted the square sausage on a separate side plate. And then for his drink, I was like, do you want a beer? No.
I know what this is. Is this this tonic thing?
No. Oh, no, I'll get to that in a minute, right? So, do you want a beer? No. Do you want like a Coke or something? No. And he was like, can I get the strongest black coffee you possibly have? And then they went, well, I don't know what that is. It was like, it's probably the filter coffee, like the kind of regular. And he was like, is that the strongest you've got? And they went, I suppose. We're not a coffee shop. It's a fucking cafe. People just want coffee. So we go through this. And then the reason I brought it up because his square sausage came on a side plate, and there was two girls from Newcastle we'd been talking to who'd been out the night before, who'd been at a gig. Can't remember what gig it was they were, but they were so fucked, right? They were so pissed. They were telling us on the way back to their hotel they couldn't find it, and they'd asked this homeless guy, right? And because he'd been so helpful, they invited him in if he wanted to stay in the room, and he said no. That's how grim they were. A homeless man went to my chances in the streets. Sorry, same with you.
Jordies. Jesus, sweet Christ.
But yeah, that tonic alcoholic water, White Claw.
He goes, no, not even the White Claw. I get that. That's also, seltzer.
I don't know what that is.
He just goes, yeah, it's just like a fucking, it's just fizzy water with a bit of alcohol of some sort.
Right.
But anyway, he went like, anytime you were getting a pint or a drink, then he'd be like, oh, could you get me, it has to be a very big, tall glass, just one shot of gin, and then fill the thing entirely with tonic. And I'm just like, I'm not answering. You're just getting a gin and tonic.
Aye. I'm not. You're not customizing a gin and tonic here.
I can't believe it's. I hate people like that. Fuck you, Milo.
See when he came in to see my show, which was very, very nice of him to come see it.
Can you imagine?
When he came in his show in the Hive,
he was in good form.
In the Hive, we came in beforehand, and I was like, "I'm going to get a pint. Do you want a drink?" And he was like, "Yeah." Do they have White Claw? And I was like, does this place look like it's got fucking... They've barely got carling, Milo.
Yeah, they probably scraped the cum off the walls into the fucking glass.
Exactly.
You're talking
White Claw, aye.
Aye, they do, yeah.
Yeah, I'll get you a wine seltzer, you fucking nonce.
I drank White Claw one day, all day, because it was free backstage at a music festival.
So what is it? Yeah, it's alcoholic water.
So yeah, it's like sparkling water with stuff in it. Hard seltzer, they call it.
See, this sounds like the dream. Because for years...
It keeps your stomach fine, like.
For years I've been arguing that if they wanted... If the government... If governments and the health industry wanted us to be completely healthy, right? People aren't going to stop drinking.
Yeah.
Right? Because life is shite. Right? That's why people drink, right? To forget. Some people drink to forget stuff. Some people to enjoy life more. Because personally, life isn't enjoyable enough for me. So I need something to enhance that enjoyment, right? That's why people drink. That's why people smoke. That's why people take drugs, right? This will never, ever stop. It has never stopped through the entirety of human history. Cavemen were fucking crushing up shit and boiling it and drinking it, right? Hitler was off his fucking tits and amphetamines and coke.
That's right, yeah.
Churchill was off his fucking tits. Queen Elizabeth was off her tits.
All evil ones.
Yeah,
Peterson,
exactly.
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, listen, the entire history, everyone has tried to find ways to make life more enjoyable.
Yeah.
If you want us to also be healthy, accept that life is shite and make alcoholic water.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
You want it out of the tap?
Make stuff that's enjoyable and enhances the experience for everyone, but make it not dangerous.
So
funnel. It's not even like
you want like an edible full Scottish breakfast.
But then
like,
people would go, oh, but you can't spend health money on that. The amount of money you would save in the NHS by then not having people as alcoholics, by then not having people having overdoses, lung cancer, all that shit. Funnel. For about 10 years, funnel research and shitloads of money into making regular stuff exciting.
Okay. I mean, it's a brave one. I'm not sure if you're going to get voted on it. I love milk. Right? Okay.
I love milk more than any other drink in the world. I think it's the most refreshing.
Fucking right.
The most refreshing thing in the world. I would
milk
drink
from a cow.
I would drink milk all day long. Right, I have drunk milk all day long. I have a genuine problem with how much milk I drink. Right, I swear to God, I've come in.
That's right. The pint in the car.
I've come in. My wife has seen me come in with 4 pints of milk at lunchtime, and then she's going to pick up the kids. And I've texted go, can you pick up more milk? Because I have tanned 4 pints of milk, not even in a glass, straight out the carton while I've been eating
You're
lunch.
a fucking disgrace.
Right?
That's disgraceful. Dressed like that makes it,
right?
It's quite a look.
So I would quite happily forgo beer. I like beer, but it's not my favourite drink. It's not the tastiest drink you could possibly have. Alcoholic milk, I would be all over it. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying water. Water's boring as shit.
Okay.
It's a boring fucking drink. Anyone that says, no, I tell you what, I love a fucking, give me the water, fuck off.
Water is just there to survive.
It is. It's not enjoyable. It's not tasty. Maybe if you got it straight, if it was...
On a wet t-shirt competition?
That would be, if I could soak a wet t-shirt dry... Then yes, that would be but again, it's enhancing the experience.
Sook.
Right. So if Scarlett Johansson and Sydney Sweeney were batting off against each other in a wet t-shirt contest, and I was sitting there like a gremlin at the side, waiting to soak the t-shirts dry, then yes, that would be
little gremlin at the corner. By the way, how do you win it?
How do you win a wet t-shirt contest?
They say it's a wet t-shirt contest, but how do you win?
It's a judges thing.
So just go.
You know, watched it. I've never been to a live one. But.
That'd be insane. I don't know what you would have, unless you were at college. But there was only Ironman competitions.
But it's mostly biker rallies and trucker shit and stuff like that. It's mostly Americans.
Okay.
And it's always anytime I've seen wet t-shirt contests, because they used to have them on it used to be on MTV and shit. The kind of shit that Joe Rogan would present.
Okay, you're right. Fear Factor.
Yeah, but you would... Essentially, every wet t-shirt contest starts out with them coming out with a white t-shirt on and getting sprayed with a very light hose, right? It's a dribbly hose.
So it's not a power hose?
No, it's a dribbly hose. It's not like...
Draw
it's not
a hole clean through that.
Not one of those ones you do your patio with.
Screaming. It's so sore.
Skin getting shredded off. No. And then it escalates to where, essentially, at the end, it's the person who wins is the person who's extreme enough to go, right? So then someone will pick up, like, a sponge and start fucking sponging them with soapy suds. And then the next thing you know, someone's grabbed a whole soapy suds bucket of water and fucking launched itself over herself. Then... The next level up is someone that just takes the t-shirt off. So the t-shirt part becomes obsolete. So it's just a wet woman.
I feel like you should be disqualified
and
if you
then
take the t-shirt off.
The next person takes the wee fucking hot pants off. And then essentially it goes till someone can't get them anymore. You're essentially got a woman by the end of it that's got a truck's exhaust up her arse. Just fucking
okay, you won the wet t-shirt competition.
And you're like, well...
I feel like you take the t-shirt off, you should be disqualified.
I imagine...
I'm a stickler for the rules.
Under the Queensberry rules of wet t-shirts, that probably is the rules,
but nobody's there for the...
There's no holds barred.
If somebody there on fantasy football going, that's fucking bullshit. Fantasy wet t-shirts. Barbara, what are you doing?
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. The Tate brothers are going to jail.
Yes. Yes. I thought you said the tape rollers there.
The Tate
I don't know
brothers.
even know that. The Tate brothers. Are they
Yes.
actually going to jail, though?
Apparently, it looks like it.
So surprised.
Are you?
They've tried to hide it so well. Like, see if I was a human trafficker,
Yeah.
I'd keep quite a low profile.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be one of the
did they
most
think-
vocal people on the internet if I was running a human trafficking ring.
Oh God! Like openly talking about sex cam work and all the people staying in the houses and stuff too. You're always just like, they've had an absolute nightmare. Do they think they're like, let's hide in plain sight? And then like 2 weeks later, we've made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Hide in the dark.
Yeah. Yeah, if you try to track them, down, I don't imagine the Bugatti helps.
I feel like
with keeping incognito.
I don't think I would become a human trafficker after already have been on Big Brother.
Yeah, if you've got your own IMDb,
Yeah.
human trafficking might not be the best course.
This is like my cousin's conspiracy theory, right? My cousin has this mad conspiracy theory that Elvis is still alive, right? And he sent me all this, he sent me all this shit about like Elvis is still alive, and sent me a picture of a guy called Pastor Bob Joyce, right? And this guy's 55, I would say now, and I'm like, it's clearly not Elvis because Elvis would be in his 80s,
Yeah.
or 90 probably now. And he was like, that's
Oh,
him.
aye.
He's laying low out in Texas. And I'm like, this guy's on the God channel. He's doing gigs to like 40,000 people.
Aye.
Like,
It's
that's
not-
actually
aye,
bigger gigs
aye,
than probably
aye.
Elvis himself did.
Yeah, it's the opposite of laying low.
Yeah,
Laying
yeah.
high.
Yeah. God Christ. Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ.
I don't think I've ever heard. What's Andrew Tate's brother called?
Tristan,
For fuck's sake.
or Tristan.
I take it they come from money, the two of them.
I'd say so.
Boarding school.
Yeah, presumably.
'Cause
They,
his
like, they
dad-
went to boarding school in Hustlers University.
Wonder what Hustler's nursery is like.
Hustlers. I put up a tweet about it, wondering if like Hustlers University has a module about helping you being passed around like a dog toy in prison.
Does the brother have the same bizarre accent as?
Nah, they got weird. They both look like mice, don't they?
Such a weird.
Micey boys.
I've tried to. There was a point this year where I was considering doing a bit about him
Yeah. But they're
on stage at the festival, and I tried to learn how to do an impression of him, but it's incredibly difficult because
Yeah.
he's got that weird half American twang that turns into.
yeah. It's all
He
over the
drops
place.
all the T's at the
Yeah.
end of his sentences because he's from Britain anyway.
Aye. Andrew Tate.
You're a fucking bizarre human.
Yeah, fucking creeps. Yeah.
Wankstains.
We have it. We'll go into the film, I suppose, will we?
Aye. We
Good.
have to.
We have to.
I'm so sorry for making people
I loved
watch.
it.
I fucking hated this.
I had a great time. It was
I've
shite, like,
only
but I
seen
loved
this film once before, and a lot of people I've spoken to, I've said, "Oh, we're doing 10 Things I Hate About You," and they're like, "Oh, I loved that film when I was a teenager." And I was like, "Do you know what? I think I really, really enjoyed it when I saw it when I was at uni."
This is my first time seeing it.
My God, it's shite.
I thought it was daft. I thought it was stupid. There's a plenty to laugh about.
Oh.
But I went, at the end of it, I enjoyed that. As far as rom-coms go,
Is it a rom-com?
kind of, not really, kind of. It is kind of more of a...
No, it is. It's not
like-
a high school film. It's not a rom-com.
It's kind of in between now.
selling a fucking comedy.
Yeah. Oh, no, it doesn't. Is it down as a comedy?
I think it's down as a high school
Ooh,
comedy.
No, it's not a comedy.
I think it's. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's Disney wanted to make American Pie.
Do you know, it came to me, it's a sexless American Pie.
Aye, because I didn't realise it was on Disney Plus, and then I realised, oh fuck, Disney made this.
Oh, I didn't. Well, fuck, I actually didn't know that either. All right,
Did you watch it on
Scoops? Yeah.
Scoops TV. But I didn't. No, because I was like, I'm going to illegal stream this as well, and then I've got this wee thing where it tells you whatever streaming service it's on. It was on Disney Plus. It's remarkable how much stuff Disney have had their hand in over the years.
Fuck's sake.
Genocide. The last Russian election.
Ruining Marvel.
that attack Hamas did on the festival. That was all Disney. Have you seen one of those
That's right.
lads?
Walter was a Nazi and all.
What?
Free history and all.
If you see one of those lads coming in the helicopters at that festival, they've got wee Mickey Mousey or something like that.
That's so terrifying. Dropping a bomb, Donald Duck bomb. Right. No, this film was like, I enjoyed it, but it was fucking stupid. Like, it was pretty stupid. Some cast.
Yeah, most of them as well, their first film.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Ledger's first film.
Was it Heath Ledger's first film?
It's not his first film, it's his first American
He also
film.
looked way older than everyone else. I felt there was a whole lot of times I was like, he doesn't look like he should be in school.
Yeah, there's no way him and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, because Levitt looks about 12 in this.
Yeah.
And Ledger looks like he's there to fix the air conditioning in the school as opposed to being a student at the school.
Yeah. I don't really get why it was called 10 Things I Hate About You.
It's never mentioned until the end.
Yeah. Is it mentioned at the end? Did I miss
When
that?
she does that god-awful poem.
Oh, the poem,
Like, for
she kind of forgives him immediately, by the way, doesn't she? There was no actual thing. Basically, we're not even really going to chat about the plot. The plot, very quickly, in case you haven't seen this, because, is basically Joseph Gordon-Levitt fancies this girl, and his idea to get with her is because her father bizarrely won't let her date. But the father, for no reason, without any real logic, says you can only date if your Munter sister starts dating.
But she's
too.
also not a munter.
Yeah, they keep saying that. Yeah,
Because it's based on he has to tame the shrew.
Yes,
right. Because it's based on Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew.
I see.
Right,
okay.
but in The Taming of the Shrew, I think I said it was based on The Tempest last week because I couldn't remember.
Okay.
But The Taming of the Shrew, Shakespeare play.
That's what I call wanking.
The Taming of the Shrew. You ever seen a shrew? I imagine that's what your cock looks like.
Shrew.
Just this rat-faced thing.
The Tate brothers look like shrews.
Screechies. Anytime you come.
That'd be horrible if it made a noise every time you came.
Oh God, imagine. What noise would you pick?
A wooga. Yeah, no. What do you call that thing Crash Bandicoot does?
Oh, I can't remember.
Like, I can't do it.
Yeah, boy.
Get to the chopper.
I love that. I remember a guy, we thought it was the coolest fucking thing when we were in high school, when South Park had first come out. And he had do you know how you used to be able to set your phone to do alerts? You could set your own alert for when a text message came in. This is when people still had their phones not on silent. And I think I've had my phone not on silent for about 20 years now.
Yeah.
The fucking raging if anyone phones me.
Yeah.
But he had it so that if a text message comes through, it said Cartman going, Dimmy! I used to think it was the funniest fucking thing in the world.
That's great.
Dimmy!
This guy is a fucking legend.
But in The Taming of the Shrew, the Shakespeare play, the shrew is actually like a fucking disfigured, genuinely horrible person.
Okay.
Whereas in high school, a shrew is someone who reads. Someone who reads and ties their hair back.
Feminist?
That's the shrew.
Feminist?
Yes. That's exactly what they consider a shrew to be.
They're like fucking stupid feminist. I love how society's changed so much that was like the absolute freak.
Yeah,
Look at this fucking wanker reading about. Get your hole, you dickhead. Get out there and suck some fanny. I love the fact that and basically he hires another guy. It's actually quite convoluted because there's another guy involved too that wants to bang the other one.
It's quite confusing.
Yeah,
I suppose it's Shakespeare.
So basically, one guy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, sets in motion that the only way he's going to get her is if he gets a guy to bankroll a wanker to bankroll Heath Ledger into dating the shrew, so that the father allows the other one to date what he thinks is going to be the bank guy, but really it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt going to slip in.
See, because obviously the guy that bankrolls it all, the guy that's in the adverts, he's a prick.
Yeah.
Right, because it's very loosely veiled that maybe he took advantage of Julia Stiles when she was younger.
Yes, it does.
I don't get I don't know the hierarchy or the progression in high schools, and I don't know what a sophomore is. Is a sophomore just before a senior?
I don't know.
And in which case, why are they being like fifth years wouldn't be allowed to, or sixth year dance? So why the fuck are younger kids allowed to the?
But yeah.
Because The non-shrew sister, can't remember her name, basically makes a big deal about how she's the only sophomore that's been invited to the prom.
Okay,
and then
right.
the singer Brandy swoops in and steals her man.
Brandy?
It was her name, Brandy. Remember Brandy and Monica? The R&B duo.
No, was that not Gabrielle Union?
I thought it was Brandy.
It might be.
I'll find out.
Do you remember Gabrielle Union? She's in
I've never heard that name in my life.
Gabrielle Union. She's definitely in the film. I've seen her. It's Gabrielle Union. She's in Bad Boys. She's in Bad Boys 2, maybe, and she is
stars.
She's in Bad Boys. She's in Romeo Must Die, I believe.
It fucking is Gabrielle Union. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Who the fuck am I thinking of then? Why am I thinking?
Who the fuck's Brandy?
Brandy and Monica.
Who the fuck is Brandy?
I made these people
Because I was
up.
just thinking, going like, fuck you right back. That was Frankie.
There, Brandy and Monica that sang The Boys. The boy is mine.
Oh, right.
They
No.
might be British.
Brandy, the boy is mine.
Right, Brandy and Monica. Right, Brandy. Look, she looks like her.
It does look like her, in fairness.
Right. Right, at least she was American. She was in Moesha. She was in I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's what I'm thinking of her in.
Yeah.
Right, so it's not Brandy, so it's
Gabrielle
Union. Right,
Yeah.
okay.
I remember Gabrielle.
I'm not
Was she not, it was Romeo Must Die.
Right, maybe that's where I'm getting confused because Romeo is also a Shakespeare person. Shakespeare person.
It'd be great if you just showed me a picture of Denzel Washington.
That's the girl.
They fucking the whole thing didn't make much sense. It made sense, but it was just so fucking ridiculous. They'd had so many. They took a lot of liberties for the plot line to make sense. I know, I understand now that you're saying it's based on Shakespeare, but how about they just don't base it on Shakespeare? Because nobody gives a fuck.
But there was hundreds of this. This is a very 90s film. Even though it's late 90s, this is a really, really 90s film. Like the you can tell this is tail end of the 90s. The fucking starting titles with a shitey fucking.
The only song I can't believe that was in it was the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones wasn't in it.
See that?
It's the impression that I get.
See that end of 90s ska shit? I cannot stand any of that.
Yeah.
Oh, Real Big Fish.
Real Big Fish.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
Yeah, they were the big ones for it. Yeah.
But that starts, and then because the song in the titles is 1 Week by the Bare Naked Ladies.
Okay.
I still have a soft spot for the Bare Naked. I quite like that song.
Okay.
I played it to the kids the other day, and Seamus loves it with the chicken to China, the Chinese chicken. Really likes that line. Yeah. So that comes on, but then it looks like they've made all the titles been like on Microsoft. Yeah, because it's all that kind of scratchy. As if it's been written in a yearbook comic kind of thing where it scratches in and it scratches out. It kind of scribbles away as if that thing when you throw it in a recycling bin. And
you can tell Goosebumps was on TV at the time.
Yeah. But there was a massive. I remember around about this time there was a massive amount of Shakespeare adaptations, but updated to various things. Which at the time I thought, do you know what this is? I always thought, I used to always think that Macbeth would work as a gangster film.
Okay.
Or as a kind of Tarantino-esque.
It was an Irish gangster
film.
Macbeth. Irish American gangster.
But then
Jimmy Macbeth.
Because Romeo and Juliet had come out like years before
the
this.
White Guns.
Shakespeare in Love had come out, and like I think it was just a wanky. I think She's All That is largely based on
the Boondocks
Shakespeare play as well. I fucking hate like Matrix. That's based on a Shakespeare play as well.
Fuck off. I could have let that slide.
But I don't. Do you like Shakespeare?
No,
you don't.
I'm not a fucking nerd.
I really like Shakespeare.
I said something's riding in Denver.
Oh, so you did, yeah.
I disrespect the man.
Yeah. I like a lot of his. I like his stories. I think plot wise, Shakespeare's a genius.
Okay, well that's
his actual dialogue's fucking shite, boring shite.
Yeah. I think it's impressive. You can tell me it's impressive. I agree with you. It's impressive, all of it. I just also feel
very convoluted.
Unfortunately, we're now in a different era.
It's convoluted, and that's why I think
I refuse to, I seem like such an uncultured twat. I
Aye.
refuse to enjoy anything that isn't this century.
yeah, it's fair enough.
It's not real.
Yeah, you shouldn't have words ending in ETH.
Yeah.
Cometh. You shouldn't be
yeah,
able.
yeah.
You shouldn't be saying that anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I think he works with like a Tarantino kind of thing, but it doesn't work in a high school film unless you're going to completely take away. Unless you're going to take away whole plot points.
Yes.
Because there's a weird fucking subplot as well that never really goes anywhere. Where that wanker that Joseph Gordon-Levitt hangs about with,
Who the fuck is that?
Who seems way too invested in all of this plan to be getting nothing.
Yeah,
all he's doing is helping two lads get their hole. He gets nothing out of it.
He's a peeping Tom. That's what it is. He's at there.
He's the main goat. He's like fucking.
He's sitting there in the cock chair.
He's basically Robert Duvall. In The Godfather, he's just a consigliere to these two cunts doing all the work but not getting the hole.
They just were like, we need a guy that makes plots.
But then the weird bit where there's that real psycho-esque woman who...
That's right, he does Shakespeare to her, isn't it?
Aye, but he hangs up a Shakespearean dress for her. But then I was reading in my facts thing that there was an initial darker bit at the end where she tried to kill herself so she could be with Shakespeare.
I wish they kept that in.
Aye, but
blow their head clean off.
That makes any sense. That whole bit.
Yeah.
That
would be so funny if those Shakespeare was just she killed herself. Shakespeare, wherever they go, if there is an afterlife, it's just like, ooh, don't like goths. Oh, Munter. I feel like you're a bit underage, love.
Abandon thee, thy goth.
Yeesh.
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 Shakespeare would go yeesh.
It would be
the one time in his life he's completely lost for words at the state of this goth.
Jesus Christ. I've met Marilyn Manson down here. down here. I met Manson down here, Marilyn Manson down here. I reckon
Manson's not even dead.
That's right. Dead to me. That's so funny. Oh, God. Is Charlie Manson dead?
Charles Manson's definitely dead.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Shirley Manson.
There's a fucking fly going around, by the way.
Is there?
It flew into my fucking mouth.
No, it's only on you. Oh, that was a good bit. That was a great. I need to very quickly tell you this. When we were standing out drinking the other night, Milo was standing there, and a guy approached him, and we were all fucking. I was already angry because when you're out with him, you get this. Excuse me, are you Troy Hawk? Could I get fuck off?
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, here goes this Troy Hawk shite again. And the guy went, excuse me, what's your aftershave? I was like, who does that? What kind of weirdo approaches another man to ask them what aftershave they're wearing?
It was right in the middle of us roasting him about. I remember shouting at him about getting his shirt in Tunisia, in the Tunisian market, because it was like knitted. Right in the middle of it. Where'd you get your aftershave? And you.
But it was Gareth that pointed out the fact that you were actually closer to the dude. And at no point did he ever think it might have been you that smelt nice.
He shoved me out of the way, like Will Smith in Old School with a kid. Just fucking reefed my head.
There's no chance this fucking bridge dwelling cunt smells nice.
He's so bald, the aftershave would just slip off him anyway. Nothing to hold it together. It's like a seal.
Oh,
he thought I was basically
it was very funny.
A fucking anemic seal.
But none of the men in this film are nice.
Right.
Not one of them.
Right. Can I say one thing, right? For straight from the off, the guidance counselor and the actual teacher, straight off the bat, how do they still have jobs?
Oh.
Like, how?
She's writing a porno.
Miss Perky.
Miss Perky.
Her name's Miss Perky. Alison Janney, who is great in pretty much everything and in this. Yeah. But, like, fucking Miss Perky. Yeah. Oh, my God. It's not even the horny guidance counselor.
It's not even a romantic novel. It's a genuine porno. Yeah, she's just called Perky.
Yeah. Oh, aye, just Perky. And she's sitting there going, like, she's in the middle of, like she's like avoiding Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who was clearly like 12 years old.
Yeah.
And sitting there going like, pulsating member. You're like, Jesus Christ, man, you get sacked so quick.
Yeah.
Chatting about.
And then she basically comes on to Heath Ledger as well.
Oh, aye.
Because obviously because he's about 52. in the
Yeah.
film.
Yeah, that's right. He did a year in jail.
He's in jail and it's in the guidance counsellor because they thought he'd got his cock out and flashed it to the dinner lady.
Oh, that's right.
And he's like, whoa, it was just a bratwurst. Like, you're still simulating a cock going towards a dinner lady.
And what did he say? What did she say to him? Like, wishful thinking?
Wishful thinking, but looks at his knob at the same time.
That's so fucking funny. Uncooked, I presume.
Oh.
Currywurst, should you be seeing a doctor? Yeah, currywurst. Well, I see you've shot on your balls. Yeah, that's so fucking ridiculous.
And the teacher as well, who will literally ask people to leave his class just because they're white. A fucking black militant English teacher.
Black Panther policeman, Black Panther teacher. No, and then the two white guys pretending to be black. By the way, there's such a stupid, like the classroom. They're trying like we need like a person to represent every group, but then most of the groups were people that just barely exist. You know, like there's like white guy with the dreadlocks. They do exist, obviously. You know. Then there's just like the mad goth, the fucking depressed one, the serial killer.
The sporty ones.
Yeah, it was like they're like rejected village people characters.
Yeah. And then
you know?
two cowboys. It's like that.
Cowboys.
So over here we've got the preppy ones.
Yeah.
Over here we've got the nerds. That's the sporty ones over there.
Yeah.
There's the goths. These two lads are white Rastafarians. Then we've got the cowboys. What? Did you see? They're just standing there eating beans out of a tin. What?
His last one a bin.
These people never existed in high school. There was never nobody's high school. Remember you always had two cunts that pretended to be cowboys in high school? No,
Never once. It was ridiculous. Just lasso on a bin and eating bit. Fucking.
but they stay through the whole thing. When Julia Stiles dances at the party, you get to meet all the groups again because you've got the wanker guy who's the jock. Kind of goes, whoa, baby, you really strong. And then it comes to the Rastafarian, goes, oh, good God, man, you really shook me up last night. And then the cowboy goes, lovely dancing, little lady. What the fuck is going on in this school?
I would love to have been a cowboy in school.
You'd have been a terrible cowboy.
I would be a good cowboy.
You wouldn't.
Are you fucking kidding me? I think I've got a lot of, do you know, like wanker sheriff's son cowboy energy? Do you know, like Paul Dano and it was Paul Dano, a little wanker kid? Like, was it Cowboys and Aliens?
No, is it not? There Will Be Blood.
No, he's in that.
Aye.
That's not what I'm talking about.
He's a bit of a whiny wee. Oh, he's a preacher in that.
Aye.
You know who you are in a western? You're the fucking creep that goes about measuring people the minute they get shot for their coffins because you're the funeral director.
I would like that.
You're the wee guy that turns up in the top hat and tails and starts measuring people the minute they've been shot.
That'd be cool.
That's who you are.
Steal their papers. Don't know what's on the papers. They're always like, give me them papers.
Aye.
In the bag. I'd be the alien. The Cowboys and Alien.
Aye. I think I'm the fat bartender.
Yeah,
the fat alcoholic bartender that
can bang it.
Sneers whenever anyone asks for anything other than whiskey.
The only thing you can actually, I think you might also be, not even the sneering at the bar, I think you'd also be the guy that's so drunk but can bash out a ragtime tune on the piano.
Yes, now you're talking. Yes.
Can't speak to you, like, and hits the fucking piano and the man.
Yeah.
And Ivory,
they're laughing things up in here.
And Ivory,
get old Bill up on it. And then they fucking three guys pick me up and put me in a cellar. Hello, my baby. Hello, my.
Fat Richard instead of Little Richard. Fat Richard on the Fat Richard, the Ivory Tinkler. That fucking teacher, by the way, as well, goes, well, first of all, if he says he was going to bitch slap one of the students, which is hilarious, but he just goes, pipe down, Chachi. Pipe down, Chachi. My favourite line in the film.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And so he's a piece of shit. Heath Ledger's clearly a piece of shit because he accepts money to take her out. Right, regardless of what he says at the end, where the money didn't mean anything because I fell for you.
Yeah, even
initially you accept money to take someone out.
No, he takes it 3 times. He gets done on saying even the 300.
Yeah.
He goes, all right, I sold it. After he like falls for her,
and he doesn't. Right, so he's given that 300 to take her to the prom. So guys like that, like, that'll cover the limo and the flowers. Initially you're going, what? And then he says he didn't spend that. And then buys her a brand new Stratocaster. There is not a chance you're getting a brand new Stratocaster for $300.
No.
Not a chance.
No, it's a fake one.
He's stolen it.
Yeah.
He's kept the 300 and he's stolen it.
He's had 300 quid on gear. And he's robbed that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Why? Right. Shit that American high schools do, where a lot of American high school films have a scene where they're dissecting a frog.
Yeah.
And that never ever even came near to our biology classes at school.
It was in maths class as well. No. But did you never dissect anything?
We saw videos. We saw a video of a cow's eyeball being dissected.
We dissected a cow's heart.
Actually, you each got a heart.
Yeah, and cut it to pieces, yeah.
No,
we had it in twos.
To believe that
we had it in twos, yeah.
Right. So what? That's a class of 30.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the teacher would have one as well for the demonstration. So 16 cows' hearts.
I would say
were just cutting about in your school.
Yeah.
And that would be one class.
Yeah, it's one class.
So there would probably be another 3 biology classes.
There was 4.
4 biology classes. So we're now into we're into about 72 cows' hearts.
Yeah.
In your school. So where are they getting kept?
I don't know, man. We dissected a cow's heart? What do you want me to tell you?
Right,
what do you want me to tell you?
I refuse to believe...
I didn't do frogs.
I refuse to believe that at your school in Donegal, every year there was
the number one place for cows, though.
Every year in Donegal... There is not a chance every year there was a delivery once a year of 72 cows' hearts.
I mean, it's bound... yeah, there definitely is.
No.
I mean,
where do you get them then? Where do you get them? You buy them off a farmer?
Well, did a farmer or a butcher or some shit? I don't know. You would get the cow's hearts in. We did a cow's heart. What do you want me to tell you? We cut it to shit. Yeah, we had to do the ventricles and all that. Yeah.
I think listen. I believe you think you cut up a cow's heart.
I cut up a cow's heart.
I'm saying there was not a chance you cut up a cow's heart.
I cut up a cow's heart. Yep. We had to do it in doubles.
Absolute fucking lies.
Yeah. So you dissected nothing.
We saw videos of dissections and that was it. We never had anything.
We had cows.
Physically dissected.
Yeah. They stank. Yeah, some of them were more purple than others. I could guarantee they're big as well.
But what's the point? So what, you cut in a cow's heart and what do you see?
Because they're the closest to humans.
Right.
In terms of like ventricles.
So you see the valves and all that kind of shit.
And, yeah, you slice up the middle and then you'd see it. Like.
Was it stink?
Yeah.
Is it kept on ice?
No, I don't remember that much.
See, this is where your story's crumbling.
I don't remember
because you don't know any of the details.
I don't remember the fucking details. I didn't go, well, there's a cow's heart. I wonder, I must remember in my mind, in case I need to remember how it's preserved 20 fucking years there.
When you first went in, were all the cow's hearts sitting there at everybody's desks?
I don't remember that either, man.
See, again, right?
Why would I remember that? Why would I remember that? There are other people listening to this. They're in my school, and they're going to write to you. And
please do. Daniel, please do. And please give me the facts that I deserve to know that you clearly don't.
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not going to. I could lie to you.
Did the teacher go to a freezer?
I could lie to you.
16 hearts.
There definitely. I don't remember ever even being a freezer in the classroom.
Right. And do you both?
All I remember about her is she was a massive Roy Keane fan. She had a poster of Roy Keane in the back of her class.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Miss Blake.
Your biology teacher had a Roy Keane poster at the back of the class.
Yeah, she was a big Roy. She had like Roy Keane shit everywhere. Yeah, he was still playing at the time. Probably.
That is mental.
Yeah. He was probably just at the end of his career. Was it 2000? I cut it up about 2005, so he'd be near Celtic time then.
Was he? Aye.
Don't know.
No,
but
in my mind.
Yeah, we cut up a cow's heart, but I did see them do the frogs, so I did get that.
Americans seem to have hundreds of frogs cutting about.
Yeah. Frogs are fucking. They're all donating their body to education.
My choice.
Yeah, they want this. It was them. They were all frogs that died by suicide.
Did you have anyone at high school that drove to school?
No.
See,
I don't. No.
That's another American thing.
Don't think so. Not that I ever remember. No.
I mean, everyone in this school is loaded. Absolutely fucking loaded.
Yeah, one or two of those like convertible Volkswagen classics.
The size of their houses is
one
huge.
was your man's a Ferrari, didn't he?
Aye.
Yeah.
And the school's amazing as well. Do you see that? Do you see
The first scene when it just
the fucking stadium, and then it backs onto whatever bay it is.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, this is the nicest school I've ever seen in my life.
Can't afford a fucking golf course. The boys are pinging it right into the fucking track and field, people.
Well, that that PE scene, it's utterly ridiculous. Everything's going on in that athletics field.
Yeah, even outside the school. Remember when they were zooming in to show you school? There was people playing hockey. And it was like 6 of them playing hockey in about 1 square feet. I was like, "What's the game here?"
Aye. But there's guys on that scene with a PE, right? So there's because the dorky kind of guy almost gets knocked over by guys that are doing track and field. So they're obviously doing laps. Right, the football team are practicing. Right, so they're doing scrummages. Aye, she's playing women's football.
Yeah.
She's playing actual soccer.
Yeah.
Right. Our sister's practicing fucking archery at some point.
Yeah,
right?
you would never.
The marching band are practicing at the same time, and then in the background, there's some military school doing drills, marching. You're like, what the fuck is this school?
Fucking Americans.
Not all of this is happening at the same time.
Surely some of them should be in class.
She shoots a teacher with an arrow.
You would never teach Americans archery at school.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. But they make that as like hilarious. They're all like, haha, I mean, that could have killed like a fucking arrow clean through the arse, was it?
Yeah, it's right in his arsehole. Right in his arse.
No, was it right in his arsehole?
No, it wasn't right up his arsehole.
Shred up the balloon.
No, it was in a cheek. It was in one of the cheeks.
Pulling the arrow back out through
that would be... That
hospitalisation.
Like, nothing else would happen in that year of that school.
Yeah.
If a teacher had been shot in the arse with an arrow, there wouldn't be, the prom wouldn't happen. Not a fucking chance the prom would happen if a teacher had been shot in the arse with an arrow.
Yeah, and then there was guys just drilling golf balls into it, and that's what I'm going to call Elliot from now on. Bogey Lewenstein.
Bogey Lewenstein. What a name!
Bogey Lewenstein. What side do you reckon of the Israel-Palestine is he on?
That party's bizarre as well.
Bogey Lewenstein's party. They just chucked all the invites down the stairwell and went, "Let nature do its course."
Exactly. But
it was a cool shot, I must say.
It was a cool shot, but a couple of the things, right? First of all, if their entire ad campaign and marketing campaign for the party is to just willy-nilly throw them off, at some point, Bogey or one of his pals are going, have you seen this, Bogey? He's not going to be surprised by 300 folk turning up, because I imagine word would have got out to Bogey at some point that there was a fucking assault planned on his... Also,
assaulted precinct, assaulting Bogey Lewenstein.
The main thing they put up on each of the flyers is, in bigger letters than anything else, to encourage people to come, is free beer. Yet when you see them storming the house, there's still about 9 folk carrying kegs. Why? You've just been told the only reason you're there is free beer.
the Lowensteins have got beer.
Oh,
that's fucking great. You know, it's just, when the Fowler's like, she crashes the car. You know, and she's she puts a dent. Julia Stiles reverses into that guy's Ferrari and dents the door, and then the Fowler starts shouting at her when he gets back home. She goes, my insurance policy doesn't cover PMS.
Yeah.
Which is so good. Yeah, that is so good. Sexist.
Aye.
I'd love that if you did that, bringing up the fucking thing. Oh, I'll tell you what. Ringing up Admiral Insurance. Like, well, I'll tell you what is, my daughter's on the fucking Blob. Does that cover it? My daughter's on the Rag.
Well, I think we can lose this record, sir.
They're just like, sir, you can't use that type of sexist language.
Do you know who the dad is? Larry Miller.
Is that it? I don't know him, but I do know him.
He's a comic.
Oh, is he?
He was a comic. He has probably, in my mind, the greatest ever stand-up routine in history. He does a thing called, I've done it a couple of times on stage. There used to be a thing called comedy covers, where you would go on and do a famous routine. So
Bernie Mac.
Yeah. Some people have done. I've seen people do Chris Rock stuff. I've seen people do CK stuff. I've seen folk do Pryor and stuff. But I've done his. It's called the 5 Levels of Drinking. Larry Miller's 5 Levels of Drinking. I highly encourage you to go and watch it. It's on YouTube. I think there's two
Okay.
versions of it on YouTube. It's phenomenal.
Okay.
It's everything that a stand-up routine should be. It does everything. Like structurally, it's perfect. Just
Okay.
to be
Must
geeky
do
as
that.
fuck about it.
That's
And it's
good, though.
still
That's
very,
interesting.
It's still very, very, very funny to this day.
I will watch that. I'll watch
Yeah.
that on the way home. Like,
Really good.
what's his name?
Larry Miller.
Larry Miller.
Larry Miller, yeah. He was an actor as well.
Yeah,
But,
I've seen him definitely in Slings or
But I
maybe-
don't understand his plan. So, first of all,
Yeah, is it-
where's the ma? Is she left or is she dead?
I think she's left because doesn't she say something like? Doesn't she say something like? No. Do you know what? I'm getting them mixed up with an episode of Love Is Blind that I watched yesterday. Don't even
Oh,
get
God.
into it. It's actually a little bit of crossover too because the episode I saw of it there was just on was one of the guys in it was like Freddie and he looked like fucking like proper Love Island guy and he comes up Freddie 31 funeral director. He's a funeral director. I'm like, what? And then the woman's like, "It's not a very sad job." So I'm getting mixed up now. So I'm getting mixed up because they didn't. The Muller's gone. They said, "Well, was there a part in the film basically where she says, but you showed us what a good marriage was?" I don't think that happened.
Right.
So that might have been Love Is Blind.
Because it'd be rare in that dynamic for the mum to leave the family with two daughters. That would be rare.
It is rare.
I mean, it's rare anyway.
It's rare. I know someone who's done it.
That's the mother that leaves the family.
I know someone who's done it.
Oh, yeah?
Ma fucked off just. It's like, fuck this. I'm
Well,
partying.
Really? Just to go in the fucking...
Yeah.
fucked
off to like
on the
America.
deck?
Yeah. Just let the whole family just got
Wow.
up one day and went, couldn't be ours.
Aye. I mean, that's rare. Very
Right.
rare. Men do it all the fucking time, but...
For some reason, it's cooler when a woman does it.
Oh, it's much cooler when a woman does it. Aye.
If my ma just went, I'm out of here.
Aye. Your ma kind of did do it.
She-
When she was up at the Fringe.
She was up
Amount
there
of
for-
fucking D she took while she was here.
she said to you, by the way, I was sitting beside her in Nelson show and my ma went, she laughed her head off at something you said and then she went, he's a bad her.
Bad who?
He's a bad her. And then they told someone, a fucking producer.
Yeah, to fuck on.
They
Yeah.
were like, well, he was trying to chat to us, and they were like, you're annoying us. And my mum and aunt were like this, scoot.
Scoot.
And then my aunt said to him, like, she goes, I've got a story. And he goes, well, tell your story walking, son.
It's
Why-
so cold.
Like that, tell your story
So
walking,
badass. Tell your story walking, son.
son. Good pun.
I don't get Larry Miller's, the dad's plan.
Yes. Yeah.
Because first of all, he says there's only two rules. There's only two rules. You don't date and you don't date. And you go, what, is that it? They can do anything
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
Like drugs,
Yeah.
absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Mild violence,
Mild.
cattle rustling. That's
Yeah.
all good. And then so
Fight Club.
he's so against them dating because he's a what's it? What's a it's not a midwife, but what's
He's
a doctor that specifically gives birth? An obstetrician, is that?
I don't know. I thought he was just a midwife.
Aye. But that's what he does. So he keeps going on about how he sees
Aye.
teenage pregnancies all
They
the
would have
time.
said, I wish I
So-
listened to my dad.
Aye, but his plan for the younger one not to go out with anyone is to basically dare the older one to do
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't really. Yeah,
Really,
that makes
but
no
this-
sense at all.
If your entire thing is them not dating, why the fuck are you goading the older one? Because
Yeah.
the older one's always going to do it.
Yeah.
Because she hates the younger one, so she'll almost do it in a way to punish the younger one
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
Seems like a flawed plan, Ryan.
It's a very flawed plan. It'd be very funny if they both came back pregnant.
Yeah, same dude.
Yeah.
Same dude, same night.
Same dude, same night. That was the Ferrari guy.
Yeah.
That would have been really funny. If
It was the
that,
teacher.
If he won.
It was the black militant teacher.
Yeah. Put your knickers up, Chachi. And send your sister in. That's horrific. Do you know what? Do you know there was one movie gimmick, and it's one that I don't know if it's mentioned a lot, but people looking at each other through libraries. Look through the library.
Yeah.
that happens in pretty much every film I've
Yeah,
ever
there's
seen.
a lot of cliches in this.
I don't even think my school had a library.
I'm not surprised.
No, I didn't.
No.
I don't think so. Not that I remember.
We had
I've definitely not been in it. That's
fairly
a-
certain we had a library, but it was very much It's very much Shawshank Prison's library before
Okay, right.
Andy Dufresne decides to tart it up.
Yeah, okay.
It had
Tart it up.
limited books.
Yeah. Just only Tim Lovejoy. What the fuck, by the way, was that entire out of nowhere? Like, I know they did the poem at the end, but what the fuck was that Frankie Valli scene? Is it Frankie Valli? You're good too.
You're just too good.
Yeah,
to
what
be
was that?
true.
He just
Is it?
broke-
Or is that Andy Williams?
I thought it was Frankie Valli.
Maybe it probably is. Aye.
Right, but whatever. Either way, what the fuck was that scene? And because he goes out and starts singing it, and then he has the whole band in, and it's all very nice and blah blah blah. And then the police.
Where did the cops come from?
But why?
Who's called the cops?
But what? But
The
why?
guy singing at school.
Yeah, actually, what has he done?
Actually, he's done. There's not one crime has he committed.
Yeah. They were just like the crime is love.
As far as we can see, he doesn't, unless he's broken into the place that has the PA system.
Okay, maybe.
But that's not. It's not a felony.
Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
It's not cop worthy.
Yeah.
So all he's done is gone out onto the bleachers.
Yeah.
With a microphone, turned the speakers up and sung.
Yeah.
That's it.
Frankie Valli. No Frankie Valli. Is it Valley, is it? Or Valley?
I'm going to find out if this
Frankie
is.
Valli. But do you know what's the best thing? Imagine if they did, though, bring him out and they were just like, anyway, you've been arrested for sexual assault. It was nothing to do with it.
But at this point, he is a criminal. That's what they keep saying. He was in jail the whole.
Yeah. He's been whipping his knob out for dinner, ladies.
It is. Oh, Andy Williams also did it.
Oh.
So imagine Frankie Valli probably did it first? Andy Williams. Lauryn Hill has also done a version.
Lauryn Hill's version is absolutely excellent.
Really? I didn't know what word was going to come out at the end of that sentence.
It's class. I love
It was
Lauryn Hill.
going to either be over the top, excellent, or utter
It's
shite.
on the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, the album.
Oh, is it?
One of the best albums.
I
of
don't
all
think
time.
I've ever listened to that in my life.
It's one of the best albums of all time.
It's not one of the best albums of all
It
time.
is
Let's not be utterly ridiculous.
I'd say it's in the top 25.
It's not in the top 25, Ryan. There is not a chance that the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is in the top,
fucking is.
top
It's
25 albums.
It is.
Right?
Just because you think fucking Las Vegas should be in there.
Recorded music from the 40s onwards. Right?
Yes.
So 84 years of music.
Top.
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is in the top 25.
It's my fucking top 25.
Absolute.
It's up there with the Fugees, the score.
If you can find any list for next week where that breaks into the top 100 of the best albums of all time.
It will easily be on that. It'll be pretty much.
That was a stupid
That
thing.
was it. Safe 25.
There is not a chance
Say
you can,
25.
Right, if you can find one
I'll go for 25. It's easily going to be
I'll
in
give
the
you a
100.
tenner.
It's widely regarded as one of the best hip hop albums of all time.
Right, if anyone can find any list,
okay,
well, that's in the top 25, and that I'm not having top 25 R&B albums or top 25 albums by an American female singer. It has to be of all genres of music,
okay,
including classical.
Okay.
So we're taking it even back further.
Yeah, okay.
Since the Victorian era.
I don't even know they had albums, did they? I don't think.
I don't
think Mozart just wrote a date up on his wall. Like, that's the next time the album drops.
People running about. Mozart's dropped a new one this morning.
Mozart's dropped a new one. And if you want to hear it, you have to go to the church on Wednesday at Moonfall. All right. Now, so far, right. So we were saying, by the way, that the teachers have to be suspended, right?
Uh-huh.
A lot of the guy pinging golf balls onto the track should be suspended. Some of the shit the mad abuse, some of the people were shouting out in the classroom, you'd probably get suspended.
Shooting a teacher in the arse.
You shooting a teacher in the arse, suspended. Showing your titties to a teacher. She shows her chebs to the fucking...
Both of them are out of school at that point.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah. Shows her tits to the teacher, and all the class, everyone else just goes, whoa, which probably would get that reaction. But that teacher didn't also seem that, like, what has just happened?
No, because beforehand, she starts commenting on his biceps. And at no point does he recoil in disgust or say, this is highly inappropriate, get the fuck out.
But yeah, he says something like, well, I hope not.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she just flashes her tits at him.
Yeah.
And he stares. He stares long enough for Heath Ledger to climb out of a window. Which, let's be honest, from looking at that in the background, isn't on the ground floor, is it? So he's then fucking abseiling down the building as well.
What?
Absolute shite. Yeah. Right, the only things I've got left are How much? The other thing that pissed me off at the party is it's a high school party. Why does every single one of them turn up in a fucking suit jacket?
Aye, what? Yeah.
Even Levitt, 12-year-old, then in his fucking dad's jacket.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I hate the word panties.
I do too.
I hate it.
I hate the word pussy. I hate both.
You've really fucking taken up a level.
I hate pussy and panties.
I'm not a huge fan of pussy either, actually.
Yeah,
I would never ever call it that.
Yeah, I just find it. Yeah,
if it was in a
panties
in a dirty talking scenario, I would say minge. Flaps or minge. That's my only. That's my two go-tos.
Gooter. Show me the gooter.
I think I'd just go for the hardest one.
What?
Cunt. I would go straight to.
Yeah, well, honestly, pussy makes me go. Ugh.
It's not a nice.
Ugh.
It doesn't sound nice in anything
Panties.
other than an American language either.
Oh, somebody only calls it panties when they're a pervert.
Yeah.
Something like a pedo or a you're like playing some like creepy kind of.
No, I don't think. Not in films, they don't.
That's what I would
it's
say
a
it
very
as.
sexually suggestive word.
It is.
In most American films.
It is, yeah.
If they
definitely.
say, "Oh my God, I'm wearing no panties."
Remember, there was one part where they just went, "She's got black underwear.
Yeah.
She's got black panties,
Yeah.
so obviously she wants rooted."
Yeah, exactly.
they're
Aye,
like, "What the
aye,
fuck is this?"
Aye. She's got a pair of black underwear, so that means she's down to fuck.
She's they made some leap on that one.
Yeah.
I've got like a list of 4 little small things.
Right. I'll tell you the annoying.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
the panties that annoyed me.
Yeah.
It annoyed me that Ledger goes to high school, but also spends his night hanging out in biker bars.
I forgot about that on Saturday.
Never explained.
What was that about?
Where they go to meet him,
Yeah.
he's just in a fucking biker bar. The wee guy picks up the black ball, which apparently means the other guy wins the game. I don't think that's part of the rules of pool.
Yeah.
Where, well, you do know that sub rule where if a wee high school kid comes up and picks the black ball, that means I win.
Forgive me as well. If you did that in a bar, that kid would have been raped with that pool cue.
Yeah. Oh, he'd be dead.
You'd be dead.
You'd be dead.
Dragged about 2 Harley Davidsons going the opposite direction.
He would be utterly dead.
Yeah.
It annoyed me that the place that he goes to chat up Julia Stiles is called Club Skunk.
That's right. Oh, he also, for no reason, I thought they were going to mention it too. He just goes, "Oh, I'm not allowed to go to Club Skunk."
Yeah, and they know him. They know his fucking order.
Yeah.
He's like Norman Cheers.
I can't go back to Club Skunk.
He's the norm of Club Skunk.
Fuck's sake.
The only other thing, so one thing, the last thing that annoyed me, and then I'll tell you something that I thought was quite, 2 things that annoyed me.
This is great. These aren't the
And
same
then
as mine. So
one
far.
thing that I thought was quite class.
Okay.
I said this was Heath Ledger's first movie. Do you know who he beat out in the part?
No.
My boy Hartnett.
Oh, really? Oh, that makes total sense to me.
My boy Josh. Again, when will this guy catch a break?
By the way, there's one thing I'd noticed, and I'd never really noticed about Heath Ledger, obviously from Australia, but if you close your eyes, his voice is also quite like Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, I can see that.
Genuinely, there was a couple of parts. Maybe it's when he's younger, not as much when he was older. But seeing that there, there was a few times I was like, God, he delivered that just like Chris Hemsworth. Like it's the voice, it's not just the accent.
That's cool.
I noticed that.
So the last thing that annoyed me before I tell you something I thought was cool, I have a problem with both Heath Ledger and Julia Stiles' faces.
Okay.
More Julia Stiles.
Yeah.
I think later on I could see Heath Ledger being a good looking dude.
Yeah.
I don't see the appeal in this.
Okay.
I have never seen the appeal in Julia Stiles. I think they both look like they've been hit with a shovel.
They do have shovel.
Very, very flat faces.
She's got a kind of Drew Barrymore thing going on.
No, I think Drew Barrymore's way
better
looking. And I don't think Heath Ledger's a leading man, good looking. Levitt in this is obviously a wee boy. I think he then goes on to become a decent looking wee guy.
Well, Heath Ledger though was though.
I can see
when
it.
He was older.
I can see that. But in this, I'm like,
he's a bit too.
But the cool thing that I thought was when they went to talk to him, if you take their future roles, that's Robin recruiting the Joker.
Oh, that's nice. That was good.
If you take the Nolan universe,
yeah. and put 10 things I hate about you. That's very good.
Yeah.
That's where it all started.
Very cool, huh?
That'd be great if that was in the scene. You paid to fuck my.
Do you know how I got these scars? Because that fucking PE class. There's folks shooting arrows about the place.
This one was an arrow. This was a tightless golf ball.
The backstory of the Joker's 10 things I hate about you.
That's so good. Oh, fucking hell. My last couple of funny things that I hated was when they went paintballing, they were just chucking paintballs.
Yeah, aye.
It was literal paintballs. Like, I was like, where's the guns?
Yeah.
They're allowed to do archery and the thing,
Yeah.
but they're like fucking. I was like, they're just chucking balls of paint. I was like,
Aye.
the fuck is this
You
shit?
also notice in that scene just before they go paintballing, when they go, what's that? It's not paddleboarding, but like that.
That's
thing.
the other one I have. The pedalo.
Pedalo,
They were in a
that's it.
fuck. They were in like looked like they were in a shipping lane.
Aye.
They weren't in the.
But also, why did they need to superimpose the background on?
I didn't
It
notice
looks
that.
fake.
Oh, and I didn't see that.
So I was like, surely they could have just picked a pond somewhere and filmed it.
It should have been in a pond. It did look like rocky. I was like, you shouldn't
Yeah.
guarantee this. You're not supposed. It's supposed to be a pedaling in that
It
bay.
does look like the bay out to the Pacific Ocean. It really does. Like,
they're going to start taking it out, dragging
Yeah,
it out.
yeah.
I thought that was going to get. They're going to here we go. They're going to get stranded because they shouldn't have been there, and then they just
Yeah.
went off. And I went, ugh. So I have pedalos. I got paintballing. Right. Then I have a dude at the prom. One dude at the prom was literally dressed like Austin Powers.
was that the wee guy with
He had the all red and the fucking.
Yeah, that was the wee guy that was picking up the Shakespeare chick. Yeah. He
So,
was, yeah.
Yeah. And then the last one was, and I had to Google who the band were because I recognized them. The band that turned up like 4 times in the thing.
So not because the band that play the prom are Save Ferris.
Yes, but
Which is a cool name
she
for a
jumps in.
band.
She jumps
Aye.
in then.
Aye, so who's that then?
Is it Letters for Cleo? Letters for Cleo. I remember I kind of remember
I know
their
the name.
Aye. So that was them. And then the last thing is the cunts were playing on the roof of the school at the
I
end.
was going to say, are they the band on the roof?
Like it was
What a-
fucking U2.
What a pointless waste of money.
Yeah, wasn't it? Yeah.
The amount it would have cost to get all that equipment up on a roof and then to hire a helicopter, because there was no drones.
Yeah, it's a
in 99,
helicopter.
So they would have to hire a helicopter to get a shot of, what's her name?
Letters for Cleo. I think it
Letters
was.
for Cleo to
think
play
that's what they're called.
I Want You to Want Me at the end of it. Fuck off. What a ridiculously irresponsible waste of money.
Yeah. For nobody was impressed by
There's
it.
people starving in this world.
If you got some 41 or something, I would get a little bit of the putting the effort in.
Aye, but why not have them put them in the fucking football field
Yeah,
with
yeah.
everything going around them?
Yeah,
What a
yeah.
great ending that would be.
Yeah, just the school in.
Call back to everything.
Yeah. Just on the roof of the school.
The fucking militant teachers kicking the living shit out of some white dude.
The
Some
Rastafarian.
Mexican, yeah.
The Rastafarian guy.
Miss Perky's frigging herself off in the corner.
Miss Perky. What the fuck was that about?
Oh, shite.
Yeah. But anyway. Good crack.
Right, we've got next week.
Next week is a film that Aaron Murtagh handed us to,
Yes, a big friend of the podcast.
Yes, so he gave it to me in the Laughter Lounge before the Fringe, basically. So we are doing The Commitments.
Yay!
We're doing the old Commitments.
It's a great film.
Aye.
Wonderful film.
Yeah. So we're going from 10 Things I Hate About You to The Commitments.
Very Irish as well, so you're going to be in your fucking element next week. Oh, God.
And I also went to a charity shop recently, and I've got like 3 bangers after this.
Excellent. It's going to be there's a lot of good stuff coming up.
Yeah.
With Fringe is done, so we don't have anything to plug. I'm also not going to plug anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't. Oh, I might be, because the recording of my special that I did in the last night fucked up. There's a very good chance I'll be announcing at some point I'm going to do the Fringe show one last time,
Somewhere.
probably at Blackfriars in Glasgow.
That'd be good.
Just so I can refilm it.
Yeah.
So I'll put that out, and then I'll probably put the tickets on at like £3 or something, so it actually sells out and stuff. So.
Beautiful.
But apart from that,
we'll get back now on this. I know we keep fucking saying this, but now the Fringe and holidays and Euros and all are gone. We'll be back on this thing.
Yeah,
we'll
this
get
is
that
our
Patreon.
only.
We'll get the
only
Patreon and all that
focus,
sorted.
only focus now, and not only watch The Commitments this week, listen to the soundtrack because it's phenomenal.
Good
It
stuff.
really is a phenomenal soundtrack. It's probably possibly could be. This would be good to talk about next week. Actually, what's the best soundtrack of the films we've done so far?
Okay, yeah.
'Cause we've not done any.
Lockstock.
Lockstock was good. We've not done any Tarantino yet, so we don't have that to worry about.
No, not really. No, True Romance, but it's not Tarantino. You wrote it. Not an actual Tarantino film.
That is a good soundtrack as well.
But no,
Sting's got a good wee theme tune, but it's not.
The
it's
Rock.
not got enough.
I can't remember the core. I can't remember the theme tune of the core is.
No, I can't remember it at all. No.
If you need some
I think it was
fucking-
Letters for Cleo.
Fuck off.
Certainly no, that's fucking pile of shite the day anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck off, ska bands.
Fuck
How the hell
us.
did that come back? How did why
Hold
did they
on.
decide
Oh,
to do?
whoa. I do like some ska bands. Back in the day, I used to like ska bands. I don't like
the specials or something like that. but-
yeah. I like if you there's some slightly they're like that. Do you remember Operation Ivy?
No.
They were kind of like this, but they were good versions of what Real Big
Smash
Fish.
Mouth, they weren't a ska
They're
band.
really.
were
They kind of count, but they're not.
Some 41 definitely weren't.
No, they just
Blink
were- they
182
were just pop
definitely
punk.
weren't. Aye.
Pop punk.
Green Day obviously weren't.
Yeah. It was just Real Big Fish. I can't think of other fucking examples. There's a couple of people take. No, that was Real
The
Big
Mighty
Fish.
Mighty
as well.
Bosstones, they definitely weren't
Yeah,
as well.
Mighty Bosstones. We've mentioned them. God, I'm having a blank now, rather than real. No Bronski beat, don't I? You ever see that 6-shooter?
No.
Wee kid looks like the 6-shooter.
Aye.
Mark McDonough's short film. It's like a fucking baby. The baby's dead.
Aye. Well, it looks like Jimmy Somerville.
He just goes like that. He looks like the fella off the Bronski beat. He's saying the dead baby looks like a guy from the Bronski beat.
I suppose that doesn't make sense. But aye, apart from that, just keep leaving us reviews, tell your pals, share everything about. So we'll see you next week. Goodbye.